drab to fab, staying forever younger starts from the inside out. The secret is healthy eating. We're at the Center Bistro with Chef Brett and nutritionist Patti, who share this fresh food philosophy. This dynamic duo is here to reveal the secrets of foods to keep us forever younger. Oh, you got your apron on already. Okay. I'd like to get my apron on too. I was looking for a chef's apron last night, but I really couldn't find one, and this one kind of appealed to me more. It's like my French maid apron for sexy food segment.
There you go. It's just enough that you can dab your hands on there if you need to.
I can just wipe my fingertips off because we don't want to get my hands dirty.
No,
I'm not really the chef today. Brett's going to be getting his hands dirty. So Patti, tell us about fresh foods versus frozen.
Oh, I'm so glad you asked that question, because fresh foods have live active enzymes in them. When those do our body good, more and more research are showing that. The interesting thing is the vitamins and the minerals and the compounds in fresh are also present in the frozen. But frozen is kind of suspended in time. So we do know that the old saying, fresh is best, is there. However, having said that, I want to make sure people don't avoid fruits and vegetables if they always can't get fresh.
Well, what's the importance of the enzyme?
The enzymes are biologically active, and they really seem to rejuvenate our cells. So when you look at how our body maintains vitality and energy every day, that's the secret sauce, is in those enzymes.
That's great. Well, I want to show you my breakfast of champions, and I want to see what you think about my breakfast. Frozen pizzas, my dad owned a pizza place, so I try to get pizza wherever I can.
Okay.
And then I put some rice cakes in.
Oh my.
Just, this is my healthy part of my breakfast.
Okay.
And the last thing where I think all the nutrition is I like to, have things like this on hand. Do you think this is good for the morning, just to give me a jump start?
Oh, well, you know what I can tell you for sure is if you want to have preservation inside your body, be preserved for a very long time, you're choosing the right foods.
The truth is, I do eat breakfast, but only recently. Many people skip breakfast, and I'm interested in what you think about that.
Well, and I'm so glad you're back eating breakfast. Again, our grandmothers know best, I think, sometimes. Breakfast is break the fast. Okay. But what we really know happens when we're waking up our body for the day, what happens is to get those neurochemicals going for the day, you really do need to feed it. And what we see that by doing that, you set your metabolism for the day, and more importantly, you actually mentally brighten up. It's almost like booting up your computer.
Yeah.
So breakfast really is key for that.
So Patti, what are some of the nutritional habits of people to increase longevity?
Love that question again. One is, if you go worldwide, there are some common themes that we start to see. Okay. Number one, I don't think anyone would be surprised, but eating foods for the season. So eating locally grown that are within the season is very important. And secondly, by eating what they call 80-20. Eating to 80% full. And the third, again, I don't think it'll be surprising to you, but eat richly colored foods. Okay. We know now those are the compounds that really seem to rejuvenate and restore health to individual cells.
So the brighter the color of the food, the more nutrients are in the food.
Yep, so eat with your eyes first.
Here's the delicious truth. Head-to-toe beauty starts with fresh food. Did you know in the kitchens of Europe, ingredients are locally grown and never frozen? Pastas are made fresh daily and dishes are always prepared from scratch. Tell us the importance of fresh food.
Oh, we use fresh food more often than preserved food because it comes local, it comes fresh. The faster it comes off of the plant, the better we get more nutrients out of it.
So do you go to the farmer's market?
We go to the farmer's market at least once a week, and we use an array of local independent farmers, producers, ranchers.
Well, is it true that you prepare your pastas from scratch?
Pasta every day from scratch, every morning, rolled out by hand, no machine use, mixed by hand, rolled by hand.
That's ambitious.
Ambitious it is.
Now tell us about the risotto we have here.
The risotto we use here is imported from Umbria in Italy, where I spent most of my time in Europe. And
so you were trained in Italy?
I was trained in Italy, and we aged the risotto in the same way that they age wine in oak barrels. We age it for 1 year before it's used. It breaks down the starch and it makes a much better creamy type of sauce, and end result is much better.
I did not realize that it was aged like wine. That is fascinating. But you did not hear one preservative in there. which is so wonderful. But even more importantly, this feeds the brain again. And I really think when you think about getting older, where you want to feel very vital, you want to have good mood, you want to have a mentally brightness, you want to be able to have your memory pop right back. And risotto has all the elements to it, never mind obviously the tomatoes and asparagus too.
So foods that make you forever younger. We love that. So Patti, what do you think about this carrot puree?
I think it's awesome. I mean, you mentioned earlier about the skin. We now know that orange foods feed our skin incredibly well. All the different layers. And the funny thing is everyone thinks about the skin on the outside to stay young. I like the skin on the inside, which lines the whole digestive tract, because you aren't what you eat, you are what you digest and assimilate. So orange foods like that beautiful carrot puree really feeds the whole body skin.
What we've learned in skin is anything having to do with vitamin A will actually cross over to retin A version. So we actually call beta carotene the natural source of retin A. So very interesting.
Skin food.
Definitely. Prevents the wrinkles.
Yeah, love that.
Tell us about what you did here.
This salad, the greens we get from southern Arizona. So we take a field green mix and dress it with smoky strawberry vinaigrette that has a bit of chipotle in it.
If you kind of think about the nutrition in greens, kind of think of it as a 1-2 punch. The fiber, of course, is working its way through the digestive tract, pulling the toxins out, which is wonderful. But second, the nutrients, the actual vitamins and minerals in greens, go to the liver and are like a scrub brush. So they make a healthier liver. And the berries, we all probably know berries are so incredibly healthy. Now we look at the secret being that the flavonoids in berries help the DNA in our cells, when we're making new cells, make a healthier DNA. So it really is longevity in a package.
No, there's no better combo than bananas and chocolate. Well, I heard a little rumor that there's some avocado in this chocolate.
There is avocado, which makes it vegan and vegetarian friendly. Most of the time, vegetarians and vegans cannot have chocolate mousse, as we traditionally would add egg whites to it, or egg yolks to it, or cream to it. And I use the fat that we've found works very well out of avocados.
I think most people are surprised. Banana is one of the fruits that's highest in protein. So when you really look at trying to get just the right ratio of carbohydrates for your brain and protein for your skin and your muscles and all that, banana actually fits that case. And then I have to comment, you know, dessert is very important. You have to follow the 80-20 rule. 80% of the time you feed your body what's going to rejuvenate and restore it, and 20%, woo, you have celebration. And this is a celebration that's good for you.
And let's try it.
Oh, thank you.
Do you eat this every day,
I eat it every day.
This is what keeps him younger, forever younger.
The best part about pastries and desserts is you're a big grown-up kid now, but you still get to live this.
Yes. I'm eating it. I'm eating it.